Okay, all right, time? Okay, all right. Okay, we are here for People's Press Collective. We are just across the street from Canon Office Building, and I am talking to Ty, who has actually come out as a counter-protester to the rally that just finished up today. So you are with Code Pink?
I am with Code Pink.
Okay, and what made the decision for you that you felt you had to come out here today?
You know, what the thing that I saw was the hate speech and the rhetoric getting so high that we couldn't have a decent discussion about something so vitally important as healthcare. I don't agree with the healthcare bill as it sits right now. I am a Democrat from California. I'm a delegate of the California Democratic Party, and part of our party platform was single payer. And we were never allowed to have single payer on the table, and I think that was the mistake that was made. But the reason I came here today is we need to bring down the rhetoric, we need to bring down the hate speech, the noise, and get into some decent ideas about healthcare. We do need healthcare in this country. There isn't any one of these people who don't believe that the healthcare situation is not broken.
Right. I think we have a lot of people who can agree that it isn't working now, and a lot of yelling that keeps ideas from being exchanged. So we got kind of pummeled and yelled at and beaten back across the street here.
That's right. I have to ask you, with your sign saying that Bachman Care makes us all sick, and you're simultaneously talking about the rhetoric being overheated, isn't that kind of a contradiction?
Well, Michelle Bachman is calling for absolutely no health care, and that is going to make us all sick, because our health care system is broken and it needs repair.
I would agree with that. I think that if you were listening to what was being said at the rally, that was not what Bachman and most of the speakers were saying. They said they had their own reform proposal. Have you read that proposal?
I've read pieces of what they call a reform proposal, but there is nothing in there that's going. They're mostly speaking about tort reform and things like this, and you know, backing the healthcare and backing the insurance industry, hoping that they'll bring down the healthcare costs. But what we really need in this country is we need healthcare for all. We need healthcare for everyone that can't have healthcare on their own. I'll give you a perfect example. I come from Los Angeles, California. I work in the film industry, right? High-paid, lucrative industry. What happened was that because of the economic slowdown, I was laid off. They gave me 90 days of COBRA. 90 days of COBRA that cost me $1,800 because I have 2 children. $1,800 a month. After 90 days, I have no insurance and I have to fend for myself.
So you would be in favor of
for 18 years.
You'd be in favor of decoupling your health insurance from your employment, then, correct?
No, I think what we need is, and I'll give you another perfect example, is that every single year we go in to negotiate, or every 3 years, we go to negotiate new contracts. And what do? They say, we want our 3% raise. We got a bunch of carpenters who are yelling about 3% raise, and the producers have 20 high-powered attorneys who are saying, no way, no way, no way. Oh, we'll take away your orthodontic treatments. How about that? We'll take away your eye care. How about that? You'll have to pay a higher deductible. I used to pay $2 for a prescription. It's $30, $40, $50.
So you think that one
street, cross the other side of the street, please.
Okay.
Other side. That's unusual.
You think that one possible solution then would be to not let employers make decisions about your health care, right?
How come y'all aren't protesting Iraq anymore?
I would think that the best thing we could do is start talking from a rational speech. And I think healthcare for all should start off as where we're going, and then from that we can tweak it.
Go get a job and pay.
But what happened to Iraq?
But see, it's like that kind of thing. She doesn't know that I don't have a job. She might not have a job.
But what happened with Iraq?
You know, and it's like, that's not where we need to go. We need to go with
what happened with Iraq? What happened with the whole thing?
Is he quit?
You don't hear that anymore.
I would much rather spend the money that we spend on the war in Iraq and Afghanistan on healthcare for all.
How come you're not?
We could easily afford healthcare for everyone.
California has the right in the state to.
I'm sorry?
California has the right to have their own
And that's one of the biggest problems I have with this health care bill. We should have been allowed to vote. We should be able to opt into our own health care system. We've got right now SB 810. SB 810 calls for single-payer health care for all Californians. The problem is that if we don't have a governor that's going to sign it, like we had 2 times, the people passed. We wanted single-payer health care in California, but our governor refused to sign the bill.